there. I mean,
Yeah.
for one, you get very humbled because you're like, I
Yeah,
am.
by the scale, it puts things into
It
perspective for you for sure, and that's
really
another big
does,
thing.
man. It really does. Is mountains put things into perspective because you're like, wow, I am so small. I am so small. I think cities do that. I think that's why I like cities too. But like,
Mhm.
you're so small and you're part of this and you're here and yeah, it's very humbling and you definitely get that meditative. You start to think of things a little bit. Maybe there's a bigger picture here than what I'm doing currently or whatever.
Yeah.
It's
And now that you say that, that like makes me think because um I'm people are like, "Oh, what's your favorite place to visit?" And I'm always like, "Well, I like the mountains, but then I also like cities, but then I also like the ocean." And now that I think about it, the one thing they all have in common is the power slash scale. Like the ocean humbles you because of how powerful it is, and then the size of mountains, and then in cities, just you're one person among millions. So that's like, for example, that was just one of the random thoughts I had while you mentioned that.
yeah, I mean, let's expand on that. Absolutely. I mean, that's the other thing though is I think the vast majority of us wherever we live, for instance, I live near the beach. So I
Hmm.
don't I look at the beach and I'm like, oh, it's the beach. I see it every day. And then I go to a mountain and I'm like, holy shit. Like, this is crazy. And my friends in Colorado, they're like, it's a mountain, bro. 14,000 feet. We hiked one last weekend. Like, and I'm like, no, you guys don't understand. Like, this is crazy. And then they come to the beach and they're like, wow, look at the ocean. Look at the water. They go, they're running into the water. They're building
Yeah,
sandcastles. It's like, what the
I
heck's
live in the
going on?
Midwest. I live in the Midwest, so it's all cool to me.
It's Midwest is a cool place though. I mean, it has its perks. My family's from